All right, so hello everybody. Y'all are hopping on. I just want to, it's the end of the year. I am Alicia of AliciaAThomas.com, and I'm a business strategist. I show women how to start own businesses, how to make some extra money, how to work their way into financial and time freedom so that they won't have to, continue to be missing times with their kids and, just stressed out over money situations. So tonight, I've been going live. Um, Basically 30 days of live. This is day 26. Um, and I just want to hop on and talk about how to get ready for 2019. Like right now, you can do it now. So one of the ways that so basically, hey, innovative collaboration. Thank you for joining me. I am. I gotta, I gotta edit this. I really just don't be knowing too hard. I need to change that because no, I don't want to pin it. Hi. All right. So tonight I just want to talk about some simple things that can be done in order to get ready for 2019 because everybody basically wants to wait to the end of the year to start planning and changing things. And you don't have to do that. There's no set rule that says that you have to wait until January to feel like that was the to do it. I know people who start planning their year on their birthday, like they start changing stuff because they've gotten a year older. And just go ahead and change it now because the longer you let it fester, the more problems you're gonna have. And so yeah, let me hop into it right quick because it's what time is it? Almost 10:30, and I really can I get this to stand up? All right, I'm gonna have to hold it right there. Okay. Um. So yeah. So the first thing that we need to do in order to start getting ready for 2019 is to understand that um, everything that happens in a year, there are some good and there may be some bad, but you never want to hold on to the bad things. What we need to learn how to do is start learning from our experiences and then, put them in categories. Is this something that I want to deal with um, again? Do I want to relive this situation? Or do I need to work on that not happening again or a better way to handle this situation for next time? So, um, I've always been the person to where if I complain about something, then I'm complaining about it because I feel like I can change that. Okay. I don't like to hear people consistently complain about a situation and you're not doing anything to make it better because most of the time the people who we complain to, they're not the people who can make the changes. We have to figure out what it is that we need to do in order to make the change. So what I try to do is at least three things. And another thing that happens is we watch other people how they plan their lives, and what works for one doesn't work for all. And you got to figure out what is going to work for you. If you put all these different goals and things on your plate, then it can become overwhelming. And what happens is you end up not doing anything because you don't know where to start playing for it. So my favorite number when it comes to this type of situation is three. Okay. My first question is, what are three things, at least three things that you have um, that you might not have been so excited about that happened to you in 2018. Yeah, we still have a couple of more weeks left in the year, but as of today, from January 1 until 11 2028, what are three things that you have experienced in 2018 that you do not want to experience again? Okay. What are those three things? Write those three things down. Okay. Why did these things happen? What didn't I like about them? What is something that I could have done differently in this situation? Um, for example, I know that for me, I have not necessarily again, I am a teacher, and so I don't feel like I really was prepared this year because were outside of my control. And so I don't really like left to have to figure out things, especially when you're dealing with children. And I always like to be prepared. And so with situations being out of my control, it has been kind of difficult for me to try to be more prepared based on the information that I have, knowing that at any given day it could be different. I didn't like that. I didn't like having to, at the last minute get stuff together. So that's one thing that I did not like about this year right here. And something that I can do to change it is to make sure that I always have extra material and resources on hand at all times. Okay. So things that you were not too happy about that you're 18, write them down. And then the next question that I have is, what are three things that you really enjoy in 18 and you may want to? Hi, Fernie 505. Thank you for hopping on. I'm talking about getting ready to plan for 2019. So what are three things that you really enjoyed about 2018 and you want to see more of in 2019? It could be you really went out on a limb and decided to start taking care of yourself more, because that could be something that is basically put on the back burner sometimes, depending on, your circumstances, your day-to-day activities. So what are three things that you would like to see more of based on the things that happened in 2018? You want to see more of those things happen in 2019. What are three things that you want to see? And then lastly, what are three new things that you would like to see happen in 2019? It could be anything, whatever it is you want it to be. I want to go to the gym at least once a week, regularly. There's something new that I want to see happen, and I need to hold myself to that. I need to make that happen. When you're planning for whatever it is, make sure that your goals are something that you can see. You can see the progress. They're attainable. They are you can measure them. Okay. Let's just say, for example, you want to grow your social media. Okay, we're talking about number one. What is your current follower status? How many people do you have following you? How many people do you want to have following you by the end of the year? Okay, let's break that down. How many people do you need to have following you weekly in order to meet that yearly goal? Because you want to break your goals down into smaller sections so that you don't feel like you're always trying to race to meet the goal. That becomes discouraging. And most of us, when that happens, then, we don't do anything. So make sure that when you're planning out whatever it is that you're trying to do for the new year, for 2019, you just want to evaluate where you are right now. Okay. What is it that you can work on for next year? It's just festering and you're wasting time. So I hope that you guys can really see some great changes in your in every area of your life. Next January 1 until people start having a vision board. You know, everybody is having me lives. You don't have to wait on it. You have the power to start. You know, basically there are 4 areas of your life that you can start looking at. That is your health. That is your personal life, family, finances. That's 4 right there. You can break that down as much as you want. Business is 5. There's so many things that you can plan for, and you don't have to wait for anybody to tell you where you need to plan. What are some things that you want to see happen in the next year? So I hope that this was helpful. I'll be back tomorrow with day 27. You guys have a good night.